From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Lachlan Edwards has it on the tee and ready to go. And off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Round 80! You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Kill, kill, kill! Turn up! Watch the ship! Watch the ship!
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch! Rush in!
Allen going to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Hey, Steve 6.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Caught by Jones. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 26, check 26.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So don't say nothing. Mike's 49.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Darnold now to throw. Being chased out left. Airing one out. He's got him in. Complete. 27 yards there. A first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket.
Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 44, Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Side. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the slant. Watch the lady. Watch the slant. Check 31.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Ed Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Singletary to get the drive started. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. What's the edge? Sponge. No. Pick the edge.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
57 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Jenkins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. It's Allen into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Guys, Mike, 49. I got it. Shoot!
On first down, it's Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it'll be third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 2. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Hey, check. Mike, 46. Mike, 46.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than double his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check it out. Check it backer. Hey, alert 3.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now it's Crowder. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the end zone, here's Darnold. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bell. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. 3rd and 2, Darnold. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
You're outside. 49, guys. Mike, 49. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Darnold from the red zone now. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jordan Phillips forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
That's what I'm talking about, defense.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go sack. 58 to Mike. 3 bud.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after here coming up.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And he puts it through. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Allen. Hey, right on cue. They set up the screen and complete it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, my 7.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Jones has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
And a Bills first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam, slam, slam. He's on. He's coming, double up. Switch, switch, switch.
From the gun, Allen. And the grab by Croft. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. 46, boy, 46. 46 to Mike. Five. 46 to Mike, 46. I got one. Hey,
A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch up. Mike 46. Mike 46. I'm coming after you. Hey, let go. I'm coming after you. 46, boy. 46. 46 and go.
A final shot before break. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll go again with Bell. And they'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell a 1st down and then some. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Go. Mike 57.
Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Mike 57. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
We got 4.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
That'll be taken in by Anderson. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. On 1st down, it's Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Watch 49. Check pass, check pass.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, 49. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Switch. Check safety. Alert 3.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Fickens' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Allen going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
A 10-yard pickup. At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Allen to throw on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
Undercoach. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check Monday. Check 37. Check 37. Alert.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is incomplete. Nate Hairston there defensively. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. This is Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check 3. Watch it.
This is the running back, Powell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
Here we go.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, Adam Gase turns to the field goal unit. This a 43-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Check 3.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bills on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, tight. Hey, Delta.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Check. Hey, tight. Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Check.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive.